In the mid-1990s, Apple was on the brink of collapse. Once a trailblazer in the tech industry, the company was struggling with declining sales, poor product design, and a loss of consumer trust. Then, in 1997, Steve Jobs returned, and what followed was one of the most remarkable corporate turnarounds in history. Hi everyone! Today we'll explore how Steve Jobs saved Apple from the verge of bankruptcy and transformed it into one of the most valuable companies in the world. We'll dive into the financial decisions, innovative strategies, and leadership lessons that led to Apple's resurgence. By the end of this video, you'll see why Jobs' approach is a masterclass in business comebacks. Let's dive in. Apple's struggles in the 1990s stemmed from a combination of poor management decisions and increased competition. After Jobs was ousted in 1985, the company lost its innovative edge. A series of uninspired products such as the Newton PDA and Performa computers failed to capture the market's interest. These devices were plagued with design flaws, high costs, and a lack of clear purpose, leaving consumers disillusioned. The company's leadership pursued a strategy of diversification that backfired. Apple released too many products with overlapping functions, creating confusion among consumers and straining resources. For example, the Performa series alone had dozens of variations, making it difficult for customers to choose and for Apple to manage its inventory. This lack of focus diluted Apple's brand identity and alienated its core audience. Financially, Apple was bleeding money. The rise of Microsoft and its Windows operating system further eroded Apple's market share. Microsoft's partnerships with major PC manufacturers made its software ubiquitous, while Apple's closed ecosystem limited its reach. By 1996, Apple posted a loss of $816 million, prompting speculation about its future. Analysts predicted bankruptcy or acquisition as the most likely outcomes. Morale within the company plummeted and employees feared for their jobs as Apple's relevance in the tech industry waned. The urgency to save Apple couldn't have been greater. The stage was set for Steve Jobs' dramatic return, a move that would not just change Apple's fortunes but also reshape the tech industry. Jobs' return to Apple in 1997 was both serendipitous and strategic. After leaving Apple, Jobs founded Next, a company that focused on high-end workstations for businesses and academia. While Next's hardware struggled to gain traction, its software, particularly the Next Step operating system, was highly regarded. In a bid to improve its own aging operating system, Apple acquired Next for $429 million, bringing Jobs back into the fold as an advisor. Within months, Jobs was named interim CEO, a role that would soon become permanent. One of Jobs' first moves was to simplify Apple's product line. During a meeting with executives, he famously drew a grid on a whiteboard with 4 quadrants: consumer, professional, desktop, and portable. Jobs declared that Apple would focus on creating one product for each quadrant. This decision drastically reduced the number of products Apple was offering, allowing the company to concentrate its resources on a smaller, more focused portfolio. This not only streamlined production but also made it easier for consumers to understand Apple's offerings. Jobs also sought to stabilize Apple's finances. Recognizing the need for immediate cash flow, he approached Microsoft and secured a $150 million investment. While controversial, this partnership provided Apple with much-needed capital and signaled to the market that the company had a fighting chance. The deal also included an agreement to make Microsoft Office available for Mac, ensuring that Apple's computers remained viable for business users. Jobs further renegotiated supplier contracts, improved inventory management, and eliminated non-essential projects to cut costs and increase efficiency. Perhaps most importantly, Jobs reignited Apple's culture of innovation. He fostered an environment where creativity and bold ideas could flourish, setting the stage for the groundbreaking products that would define Apple's resurgence. Central to Apple's comeback was its renewed focus on design and innovation. Jobs believed that great products were the key to winning back consumers and restoring Apple's reputation. His collaboration with Jony Ive, Apple's chief design officer, marked the beginning of a new era for the company. Together they emphasized simplicity, elegance, and functionality, creating products that were both visually striking and intuitive to use. The iMac G3, released in 1998, was a turning point. Its translucent, colorful design stood out in a market dominated by beige, boxy PCs. More than just a pretty face, the iMac was easy to set up and use, making it accessible to a broad audience. Its all-in-one functionality appealed to both casual users and professionals, and it quickly became a commercial success. The iMac sold nearly 800,000 units within its first 5 months, generating much-needed revenue and revitalizing Apple's brand image. Jobs didn't stop there. He pushed Apple to innovate across multiple categories, laying the groundwork for iconic products like the iPod, iPhone, and iPad. Each of these devices redefined its respective market, showcasing Apple's ability to anticipate consumer needs and deliver exceptional user experiences. The iPod revolutionized music consumption, the iPhone transformed mobile communication, and the iPad created a new category of computing devices. These products not only solidified Apple's reputation as an innovator, but also generated billions in revenue. Jobs' insistence on integrating hardware and software was another key factor in Apple's success. By controlling both aspects of its products, Apple ensured a seamless user experience that competitors struggled to replicate. This integration became a hallmark of Apple's design philosophy and a major differentiator in the tech industry. Jobs' financial acumen was critical to Apple's turnaround. Beyond cutting costs and securing strategic investments, he focused on creating a sustainable business model. Apple shifted its emphasis from market share to profitability, prioritizing high-margin products that delivered exceptional value. This approach allowed Apple to generate significant revenue while maintaining a premium brand image. One of Jobs' most notable financial decisions was the creation of the Apple Store. Launched in 2001, these retail outlets gave Apple direct control over its sales and brand experience. The stores were designed to showcase Apple's products in an environment that reflected the company's values. They also served as hubs for customer support, further enhancing the Apple experience. By 2004, Apple stores were averaging $4,032 in sales per square foot, the highest in the retail industry. This retail strategy not only boosted revenue but also strengthened customer loyalty. Jobs also championed the importance of ecosystem lock-in. By creating products that worked seamlessly together, Apple encouraged customer loyalty and repeat purchases. For example, iTunes, introduced in 2001, made it easy for users to buy music and sync it with their iPods, creating a closed-loop experience that competitors struggled to replicate. This approach not only boosted sales but also ensured long-term profitability by fostering brand loyalty. Strategic marketing played a vital role in Apple's resurgence. Jobs understood the power of storytelling, using keynote presentations to build excitement around new products. Campaigns like Think Different reminded consumers of Apple's legacy as an innovator, helping to reignite passion for the brand. These marketing efforts complemented Apple's financial strategy, ensuring that its products reached and resonated with a global audience. Steve Jobs' leadership at Apple was characterized by a relentless pursuit of excellence and an unwavering commitment to his vision. His ability to make bold decisions, from streamlining product lines to redefining markets, transformed Apple into a global powerhouse. By the time Jobs stepped down as CEO in 2011, Apple was the most valuable publicly traded company in the world, with a market capitalization of $349 billion. Jobs' legacy extends beyond financial success. He inspired a culture of innovation that continues to define Apple today. His emphasis on design, user experience, and ecosystem integration set a standard that competitors still strive to match. While his management style was often criticized as demanding and abrasive, there's no denying the impact of his vision and leadership. Apple's resurgence under Jobs also offers valuable lessons for businesses and leaders facing adversity. His story demonstrates the importance of focus, adaptability, and customer-centric thinking. By addressing Apple's financial challenges head-on and leveraging its strengths, Jobs turned a struggling company into an industry leader. His approach serves as a blueprint for navigating corporate comebacks and achieving lasting success. Steve Jobs' return to Apple is a masterclass in comebacks, showcasing the power of vision, innovation, and strategic decision-making. His leadership not only saved Apple but also redefined what it means to create products that enrich people's lives. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments which of Jobs' strategies you found most inspiring. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into business success stories. See you in the next video.